Hi, I'm Sheriff Matt King, and we're here to talk about safety, about many things, but specifically today, we want to talk about safety when it comes to poisoning. And accidental poisoning can come in many forms. We think about poisoning usually, and you think of cleaning substances around your house or solvents, but those other things that we need to think about are prescription drugs and any other substance that should not be ingested by a person. Any unintended ingestion of a substance that can cause harm could be a poisoning. Some of those things that we think about, again, can be solvents or cleaners that we worry about little children getting into, but it could also include your prescription drugs. The wrong people taking those prescription drugs because they either don't know what they are or they mistaken them for something else or purposely take them can cause an overdose, which is considered a poisoning. Other things we think about is also with the legalization of marijuana. Marijuana comes in many forms, and we have to understand that if you are a user of marijuana, whatever the form is, you have to make sure that the substance is put away in a safe place that it cannot be reached by somebody that should not be ingesting it. So for the people out there that don't understand about the different forms of marijuana, marijuana can be taken in an edible form, such as a brownie or a cookie. A butter is made from the resin from the marijuana that can be used in any kind of cooking or baking substance. There's also drinks and different substances that are mimic candy, like gummy bears. All of these things need to be locked away. We want to make sure that the wrong people don't get their hands on them. Other things we think of is also people who purposely use any type of drug can overdose. That is also considered a poisoning. So we want to talk about some things we can do to make the community safe and be mindful. And when thinking about the use of prescription drugs, again, what may be a prescription drug that you're using currently or you are done using, we want to make sure we think about where we put those pill bottles. We want to keep them out of reach of young children and out of sight of anybody else who may be interested in getting their hands on them. So safe storage is very important for prescription drugs. Again, it could be the first day you got your prescription drugs, and it may be a substance that you don't even think is dangerous, or it could be something that you're all done using and you need to dispose of but can't quite get to the sheriff's office to dispose of those prescription drugs. Please keep them in a safe, locked place that people cannot get access to it. That can really help to prevent accidental overdose and poisoning. If you have prescription drugs that you're no longer using, please contact your sheriff's office or your local police department, and we will take those substances back. We participate in the DEA drug take back. We collect prescription pills, and we're able to get them to the DEA who can properly dispose of them. Unintended or intentional use of prescription pills is a large problem in our community and really countrywide. And it really has been what is built into our heroin problem throughout the country. The opioid pills that are possibly ingested by the wrong people or purposely ingested can start that addiction process into being addicted to heroin, which is obviously a very big problem in all communities across the country, and for sure still a problem here in St. Clair County. So in talking about the opioid epidemic here in St. Clair County and throughout the country, there are tools out there that can be used, and one of the things that has been disseminated out to the community, which includes our first responders, is Naloxone. Naloxone, also known as Narcan, is a substance that is administered to somebody who's overdosing from opioid, may it be synthetic opioid or any kind of pill form or heroin. The Naloxone program is put on through our local health department, and if you feel like you should have the package of Naloxone to help a loved one or somebody you may come across that may be overdosing, you can contact the health department. They do provide training and the Naloxone pack. Our deputies carry them everywhere and have actually administered them several times through the last few years, and we've been able to save lives by being prepared for coming across somebody who is addicted and overdosed on any kind of opioid. Accidental poisoning and drug overdosing is a problem here in St. Clair County that law enforcement takes very seriously. If you have any information on drug activity, please contact the Drug Task Force. If you have any prescription pills that you need to dispose of, please contact the number on the screen so you can do a drug take back. If you have any other questions or need assistance, please contact the numbers and links on the screen. Thank you.